Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Spit it out. Spit it out.
Don't pull up. Do not pull up.
What?
Don't do that.
Here's what happens when dumb criminals make one wrong move that raises an officer's suspicion, turning a simple traffic stop into a shocking drug bust. Starting off with an incident that took place on December 18, 2021, a Pompano Beach deputy spotted a vehicle swerving out of its lane. The officer conducted a traffic stop suspecting the driver, Samuel, of being impaired. At first, Samuel was cooperative, but that was about to change.
Okay. Would you mind talking to me out in front of my car?
Well, before you say that,
Yeah.
I have a gun on me.
Okay. Your zipper's also down. Well, don't take the gun. All right. You mind if it's in a holster? Do you have a concealed weapons permit?
While the search was going on, the female deputy noticed Samuel concealing an item, and it was at this moment the suspect decided to do something very stupid.
Can you pull him out? He just dropped a baggie.
No, it's in his mouth. It's in his mouth. It's in his mouth. Open your mouth.
Open your mouth.
Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Spit it out. Spit it out.
Spit it.
Spit it.
Samuel tried to hide evidence by shoving a small plastic bag into his mouth, but his plan backfired. He was caught, dragged from the car, and arrested as the officer made it clear he wasn't getting away with it.
That if I did my DUI investigation and didn't find any reason to let you go to arrest you, you'd be driving home right now. We wouldn't even found that baggie.
His foolish actions led him straight behind bars. Samuel was charged with possession of cocaine with intent to consume or sell, tampering with evidence and resisting without violence, and possession of a weapon in the commission of a felony. Next up, a pair of felons tried to distract the cops by causing a scene outside, hoping to keep them from discovering the illegal substances hidden in their car. On 25th May 2023, Dolton PD officers found Thornton Township employees, Yashawn Pittman and Douglas Slayton, smoking pot. They quickly apprehended the suspects.
Bro, relax. I have none on me, bro. I don't have none on me. I work for this.
I don't care who you work for, man.
Pittman and Slatton tried to talk their way out of trouble, but their problems were just beginning. Officers soon uncovered crucial evidence that would land them in serious trouble.
They let y'all smoke in these vehicles, man? They let y'all have weed in these cars? I know they don't. You know, y'all got a magazine in the vehicle. They let y'all do that? What? A gun clip.
The officers discovered unregistered Glock semi-automatic handgun and extended magazine hidden under the seats of the vehicle. The two suspects tried to play dumb, but when it did not seem to work one of the individuals, Pittman decided it was time to up the ante.
What did I do? I just had some. I'm working. Call Mr. B, bro. Bro, you have. Stop
Hey, man.
Bro, I'm working the job, bro. What are y'all doing to me, bro? I'm just trying to go back to work, bro. I'm just trying to go.
No, you're not.
Man, I didn't do nothing. I just had a little weed. Y'all check me, bro.
When even this much wasn't enough, Pittman gave a performance for the ages. He writhed and cried on the ground while the officers looked at him bemused. When he calmed down a bit, he started giving excuses that made no sense.
Can I tell you something, though? Please look me in my... Could you look me in my eyes, Mr. Muhammad?
What is it you want?
Bro, I wasn't selling. It was smoking.
It don't matter, man.
It was for smoking purposes, bro.
He was caught and put inside the police vehicle while he pleaded to the officers to let him go back to work. The officer talked to the other passengers in the vehicle and gave them a stern lecture.
Why would y'all allow somebody to put y'all job at risk? Y'all smoking on the job, y'all smoking in township vehicles. There's a gun in the car.
I didn't know he had none of that on him. I didn't know he was
why wouldn't y'all know, man? It's somebody that y'all messing with, right?
Pittman was jailed for at least 32 days after this incident. Hopefully these guys learned a lesson. In the next case, we'll see how a routine police stop can turn up surprising results. Columbus police officers flagged a vehicle at a traffic intersection. What happened next is interesting to say the least.
You know, I pulled you over. Back to the stop sign, got to stop before a stop sign also. If you're going to signal to turn north, you got to do it 100 feet prior. Well, you didn't turn north, so.
The officers began questioning the individual, identified as Jerry McBride, and he revealed that he had been arrested earlier as a juvenile.
Okay. And that's the only thing since then? The felony assault?
Pretty much.
Was that with a gun, a knife, or just gun?
Jerry claimed he had no weapons, but things escalated quickly when he refused to step out of his vehicle after the officer's request.
With what?
We are legally allowed to tell you to get out of the car.
Yeah, we are legally allowed to tell you to get out of the car. I can tell you or I can tell any passenger to get out of the car. If you refuse, stop. Maryland v. Wilson, that's why. Because we're allowed to. That's the court case that's decided that. We've been allowed to do this since that court case.
Well, could you have like your...
We have a sergeant here.
Yeah.
As the officer attempted to remove him from the vehicle, Jerry made a stupid decision that he would regret for the rest of his life.
No, don't pull off. Do not pull off.
Check for a gun. Check for a gun. Hand you with lots of this corner. Give me your hand. Bring.
The officers searched his car and found a firearm and drugs on him. Jerry was charged with a felony of improper handling of a firearm, possession of drugs, and resisting arrest. On March 19, 2024, around 3:09 p.m., a Florida Highway Patrol trooper stopped a black car speeding on I-75 in Collier County. The car also had illegal window tint. When confronted, the driver, Evanson Pierrestil, became nervous and fidgety and denied owning the car.
I don't know nothing on the car. That's not my car, sir.
I get you. You're driving it. So
I'm
you
driving
gotta
it.
climb in there.
I bought this car. That's what I'm going to pick up my girl from work. I bought this car from my girl to come to see my people. I don't know nothing about this car, sir.
The officers found out that Evanson had a suspended license. While searching the vehicle, they came across a locked container that smelled of marijuana. The officer immediately asked Evanson to provide the key, but he refused to comply.
Hey, hear me out.
Yes,
I'm asking you one last time before I break it.
So you can break it in front of...
There's weed in there. I smell it.
I don't know. So I just told you. So I told you. I don't know what the key. They just give me...
There is weed in there. I smell it.
You see what's funny now? You accuse him. Now you say I'm clearly...
I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna find weed and charge you with it.
Sir, you can charge me with it.
The officers managed to open the box and uncovered approximately 70 grams of marijuana and 34 grams of mushrooms.
Hey, you're under arrest for possession of mushrooms and marijuana, okay?
What are you talking about, sir?
Caught with drugs, Evanson begged the officer to let him go, claiming he had moved to Miami, was jobless, and had a child to care for, but his excuses fell flat. He should have thought of that before dealing drugs. When pleading failed, he resorted to threats, warning the officer he'd place voodoo on him.
You know what I'm gonna do? What? You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna call Haiti.
You what?
I'm gonna call Haiti.
Okay.
You know what Haiti gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna call my ancestors and call it county.
Okay.
I'm gonna put voodoo on ya. Do you believe in voodoo?
Brother, just stop, man. That's it. Own up to what you did, and that's it.
I'm asking you, do you believe in voodoo?
You also have open containers in the car.
So do you believe in voodoo?
Are you threatening me? Because if you keep threatening me, I'm going to charge you with threatening as well. So if you want to keep threatening me.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm asking you a question.
Throughout the ride to the jail, he kept threatening the officer.
That's all you need. Make sure I stay in jail forever and more. Make sure I stay in there forever. As soon as I get out, trust me, you're gonna see. Make sure.
Evanson was arrested for possession of marijuana over 20 grams, distribution of marijuana, and possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. Up next, you get to see how the simplest of traffic stops sometimes can help the police land the biggest of the criminals behind bars. On July 16, 2024, Santa Fe, New Mexico, a police officer observed a couple of individuals, Isaiah and Jesse, not wearing their seatbelts correctly. So he went up to them, but as the officer questioned them, he noticed Jesse hiding a bag underneath the seat. While running a background check on Jesse, the officer discovered a prior charge of assault with a deadly weapon. The officer began questioning Jesse, who came clean and admitted to having smoked pot.
Your ID card came back flagged?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just waiting to see what they say. But they said something about a deadly weapon. That's why the only reason I'm asking all those questions, all right?
When the officer asked Jesse about the bag, he denied knowing anything about it.
Is that bag in the front seat yours? Huh? Is that bag in the front seat yours?
No, that was my friend, one of my friend's friends.
But the truth came out sooner than expected.
So the backpack that he has, front seat, who's that belong to? So that this is his? Yeah.
The officer questioned Isaiah some more before letting him go with a warning.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a verbal warning right now. Don't drive around with open containers in your car and your son.
The officer then turned his attention back to Jesse, who still refused to comply with the officer, which led them to detaining him.
All right, Jesse, so let me get this straight. This bag that was in your lap belongs to a friend of a friend.
Is it good to go?
Yeah.
You're good, man.
Is that correct? Okay, so do you mind if I search that bag?
Upon search, the officers discovered a digital scale, methadone, fentanyl, crack cocaine, and heroin. Jesse was charged for drug trafficking with intent to distribute. We have another case where a mom flipped out after she found out that her son was caught in possession of drugs. Officers flagged a car without license plates and found teenagers inside with banned substances. The officer had encountered the boy before and had warned him about using marijuana. However, he hadn't learned his lesson, as he was now caught with crack and weed.
Did I tell you about that weed and stuff, boy? What is that? What you doing with that?
The officer called up his mom, who became pissed when she learned about her boy's antics.
He's crying out for attention. He really is.
Yeah.
I don't know what his issue is, really.
The mother told the officer her son was heading down the wrong path and needed to learn a lesson. The teenager was charged with possession of crack and marijuana with intent to sell. Hopefully, the teenager learned his lesson and corrected his ways. Well, up next, some more teenagers were caught smoking pot at a public place. On February 20th, 2024, West Des Moines police were called to a gas station after employees noticed a car lingering in the parking lot. Officer Lux arrived and immediately smelled a strong odor of marijuana. He ran the driver's name over the radio and pulled one of the passengers out, who quickly confessed.
Keep your hands up there. I'm just gonna bet you down, okay? Any weapons on you at all?
Baby.
Okay. You're how old?
Me 20.
20? You can't have that, man.
I mean, they sell it to
What do you? Who does? People that get shut down?
The officer then questioned the owner of the vehicle, but she denied doing anything wrong and offered no explanation for why they had been sitting in the parking lot for so long.
Well, I picked them up from their homes.
Okay. Where are you guys going?
Nowhere. We just came here.
Okay. How come you guys been sitting over here for about 15 minutes?
Because we went to the bathroom and we came inside there.
On searching the vehicle, the officer found weed and other drug paraphernalia inside the car and questioned the girl about it, who seemed lost for answers.
Is the marijuana yours?
Yes.
It's yours? Where do you get it from?
But her boyfriend broke down inside the police van and started crying.
Because I care about her. I don't want to trouble for her. Just find out.
The officer was thorough and didn't show any leniency to the teenagers.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have a seat in the backseat of that car. You are under arrest for possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, okay?
The parents of the teenager arrived and were told about their kid's situation.
Is she going to jail?
Yeah, everybody in the car is going to jail.
Both the teenagers were taken to the Dallas County Jail on marijuana and drug paraphernalia charges. But all was not well for this young man when he was caught red-handed serving out drugs on the streets. A Cambridgeshire police officer noticed Kevi Kabula, a young guy on the streets passing substances to people on the streets discreetly. They immediately went up to him and confronted him about it.
Right, at the moment you're detained for a Section 23 Misuse of Drugs Act search. I believe you've just had something in your hand and you were serving up to these people.
Kevi flat out denied any wrongdoing and pleaded innocence and foolishly started to argue with them.
I haven't got anything on me. I haven't sold no drug. I saw you put check everything.
Right, you're just going to need to stay still. Otherwise,
you haven't searched me yet.
Listen, I
You
know.
said you're searching me. Can you
okay,
search
but you
me,
need to
please?
just calm
Can you
down
search
and
me,
stand
please?
still.
Can you search me, please? I'm waiting.
I'm trying to, but because you're being a bit aggy, I'm going to stop until you've just chilled out a little bit.
Okay.
All right?
The officer conducted a search on the individual and found incriminating items of note. They arrested him on the spot, but Kevy was still denying having anything on him.
Okay, I've just found that in your pocket, which I believe to be Class A drugs.
No class. What in my pocket?
What I just pulled out your pocket, which is all on camera.
You pulled out a grinder and Chewits. That's it. A grinder and
that.
You did not pull that out of my pocket.
That came out of this. That came out of your right pocket.
Pick it up off the floor.
Okay. Just hold that.
You pick it up off the floor. I literally watched you pick it up off the floor.
At the police station, officers found 127 wraps of crack cocaine and 60 wraps of heroin on him. Kevy was jailed for 4 years. If you thought that was wild, wait until you hear about the next case where, in a shocking twist, a wanted felon convinced his girlfriend to take the drug charges on his behalf. In Florida, officers flagged a car driving erratically on the highway with tinted windows. As they approached, a strong odor of marijuana led them to question the passengers. Jordan Brown, a wanted felon with 21 outstanding charges across 3 states, and his girlfriend.
Walk away, man. You can just show it to me over there.
The officers brought in the K9 unit, which immediately alerted them to something in the vehicle. Upon searching, troopers found 1,500 pills identified as generic Xanax and 2 grams of marijuana. After they were busted, police put both the individuals under arrest, but the craziest thing was about to happen next.
Worst case scenario, stay in jail for a couple hours and you're gonna be out there. Man, stop, man. It's okay. It's okay, man. I promise. Feel like that, but don't let them make you feel like that, man.
I feel like that. I feel about other shit, man. Not good.
I'm saying, but what other shit you got?
My parents hurt me out.
Baby, it's okay. Don't worry about that, baby. That's okay. Hey, baby. Stop, baby. If you know anything, you know I'm gonna take care of you, baby. Baby, I promise you, baby. All this shit, all that other shit go out the window, baby. Nothing, baby. Just relax, baby. Just relax, baby. All right? Okay?
The girl found the situation too much to handle and broke down crying while Jordan tried to take advantage of her gullible nature and tried to convince her to accept the charges on his behalf.
Relax, baby. Babe, I promise you, babe, I'm not gonna lie to you, babe. Why would I do that to you, babe? Have I ever really left you for dead, babe? Anything ever, babe? Alright, babe, so stop.
But have I?
Babe.
But have I?
Babe.
Have I? I have.
Babe, I'm not gonna, babe, stop. I'm not thinking like that, alright? I'm not on that, babe. I got you, give me baby, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
Charges against Brown include aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, kidnapping with a firearm, domestic battery, criminal mischief, and reckless driving. Both Brown and his girlfriend were sentenced to jail, with Jordan awaiting additional time for his lengthy criminal history. Up next, a shoplifting incident in Florida led to a drug bust. On 19th September 2024, officers in Florida received reports of a shoplifting incident at a Walmart. When the officer arrived at the location, he found the woman, Miranda, at the parking lot. When he confronted her, the situation suddenly escalated when Miranda made a run for it.
Well, we'll figure that out here in just a second.
Okay.
Come here. They said that you come out of the dressing room with a bunch of tags, popping tags. Is that true?
No, I got a baby.
Okay. Well, come over here so we can figure it out.
Huh?
Come over here so we can figure it out. Where are you going to?
Nowhere. Hold on.
All right, listen.
What?
Don't do that. No. Austin, don't do it. Don't do it.
Miranda locked herself inside the car and refused to come out. The officer called for backup, but in the meantime, getting Miranda and her partner to comply proved to be more difficult than he had anticipated.
Let's pull up here so we're not blocking this. We'll get it figured out. Don't work that way, man.
I mean, y'all are gonna miss her. Because her was right behind me.
I did nothing wrong.
Okay.
The officers caught up to them soon enough and began questioning them, but Miranda came up with an outrageous story.
Plummy, give me another unit over here. What y'all doing, man?
We're getting 151.
Y'all take off from Walmart like that.
Well, I didn't know nothing wrong with
Because one of us had anything to do with it. I have a twin sister, bro, and she's still in there in the dressing room.
It's not Jasmine. What is it?
my twin sister, like, he kept on saying, like, me and him had something to do with it. And I got out of there because my sister was in there doing dumb shit.
Why are you breathing so heavy? Where's your sister at?
She's gone. She was in it.
Who's your sister?
But she looked just like me, dog. We're identical twins.
Are y'all?
Hell yeah.
She told the officers that it wasn't her, but her twin sister Jasmine who had committed the crime. The officers had had enough by this time and decided to take action against them.
Okay. We're about to pull.
Get out.
I'll call you back.
What are you? What's the hang up there?
I don't know, y'all are all three big.
Yeah, hop out.
Come on.
Okay. Oh shit, my pants got a hole in them. Hey, hold on.
Let go. Let go of the shit.
I was just putting it down for you. Damn. You ain't have to do that.
I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You've been rude as dog.
I ain't even said a word to you.
While the officers were searching for the stolen items, they stumbled upon an even bigger haul.
Yep, there it is. This is stuff they really knew she stole.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Damn. Daggone.
What's that?
Right there.
I literally
He does
first
now.
thing I opened up.
First thing I opened up, he said it's not.
That's a giant torch lighter. Oh shit. The torch lighter stuck out first. Anybody got a test?
Yeah.
Actually,
Is that even real?
That might not even.
that might be horse feet.
Let me see.
I've come across it. If that's real meth.
That's some clean ass meth if it is. It might be.
Miranda was charged with larceny, possession of drug equipment, resisting arrest, and trafficking meth. Coming up next is the most honest criminal you'll ever see. On October 21st, 2019, at approximately 10:47 a.m., Lower Township Patrolman Dans initiated a traffic stop on Bayshore Road near Miami Avenue in the Villas, New Jersey. Upon approaching the vehicle, Officer Dans made contact with the driver, Brianna Guerra, and the passenger, Matthew Britton. Guerra appeared nervous with her hand shaking, possible because of being high.
The reason why I'm stopping you is you went over the white line a couple times. Is everything all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was lighting my cigarette. I'm sorry.
Okay. That caused you to go over the line?
No. We just drive around. I mean, I don't really do
Your story is not really kind of
Why?
making sense because you told me that you're going home.
Yeah, I'm going to my
You
grandma.
live on Town Bank.
Yeah, but I go this
And
way
now you're going this way just to drive around?
I drive. You don't see me driving around. If you're out, you see me driving around all the time.
Yeah, I mean, there's hundreds of cars driving around.
I just drive around all the time. I really don't have anywhere to be.
Okay.
So I just drive around.
And you're shaking a little bit too.
As the officer was figuring out what to do with her, Brianna made a surprising confession.
So what's going to happen is, I mean, if you got nothing to hide,
I have needles in the car, but I have no drugs.
You have needles in the car?
Yeah.
Officer Dans called for backup and ordered Matthew to step out of the car while they searched the vehicle. What they found during the search was far more than they had anticipated.
Center console.
No. Yeah.
But the surprises were just beginning as the officer discovered another vial inside her pocket, which turned out to be Molly, as Brianna admitted herself.
I totally forgot about that. I'm sorry. It's like empty. So
What is it?
It's Molly.
Molly?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Forgot
about Molly?
What's
It's
that
the
back?
empty.
You don't have. Is that anything?
Yeah, it's a pill.
It doesn't look like a pill. It looks like some type of rock.
The vehicle resembled an entire drug dispensary as the officers ordered for a bigger box to process all the evidence inside. They found a green bag in the rear seat containing multiple hypodermic syringes, along with a plastic vial in Brianna's purse containing suspected controlled, dangerous substances. She was transported, processed, and the suspected drugs and paraphernalia were entered into evidence. Don't forget to subscribe for more mystery cases here on CrimeVine.